The time is 9 a.m. Approaching 9 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, February 6, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, February 6, 2019. God, God, oh, no! And good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, February 6, 2019. It is 9 a.m. and we have a temperature of 34 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 9 is President Trump rejects socialism as SOTUS. Expressionist Democrats sit on move. U.S. envoys in North Korea prepare for the second Trump-Kim summit. On Trump's big applause line, the side of the South was stunned. Seacock says they resounded no to rezoning. Wayne named Trump and fell asleep during a State of the Union hailed a hero. Women's body found in a suitcase off Greenwich, Connecticut Road. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was seen in Bubba Monday conservative still since she's dead. New Mexico governor pulls national ground troops from the border. PM defends Brexit strategy on Northern Ireland visit. Pope Francis acknowledges for first time sexual abuse of nuns by peace. Trump plays started role in Hunter's re-election bid. Russia jails Jehovah's Witness for 6 years, a landmark case. In Westbury, Montreal, fire crash stars early morning commute on Route 24. South Adamair. Mobile home park sells for $13.35 million. Four brothers arrested with a federal $300,000 in parameters, plus the store advancements didn't have a drive-through. Tesla's newly acquired battery tech kit result in more power, longer range, and more durability. Sears chairman Eddie Leprechaun saved the brand. Do it for Sears. Trump's commanded senior leader the left traders empty-handed. Markets the mix as the rest of the way GM earnings. SCA's week on AE 2000. Ram tracks students through break issues. Looking at stocks now, up 172.15 at 25.411.52. SP5 up 12.83 at 27.37.70. And Nasdaq up 54.55 at 74.2.08. Climate change. Climate change is shifting to the cause of the oceans. Earth's magnetic North Pole is on the move. Our Milky Way's morph a new scale will measure atmospheric rivers in California from 1 to 5, like hurricanes. Pennsylvania hospital tests patients for possible Ebola exposure. As wide fever spreads to 5 professionals in Japan, minutes from words of extremely serious situation. Trump plans up to spread of HIV will target hotspot areas and 3-year-old dies with the flu forced child death for the flu season in Ohio. Pope Francis for the first time has addressed the issue of sexual abuse against nuns by priests called such texts a larger cultural problem. Master admitted the deal after resolving the Greece dispute. Unsanctioned peace talks between Taliban advocates people in Russia. Seoul welcomes second summit between U.S. and North Korea. President Trump announced. The House Intelligence Committee will meet for the first time Wednesday to closer to the consent dozen individuals related to the Russian investigation. ExxonMobil catered to invest $10 million in Texas LNG plant. Trump supports bipartisan infrastructure plan at State of the Union. Mexico's government has said mixed signals about how it will implement Trump administration remain in Mexican policy for settler and asylum seekers. Female Democrats dressed in white for President Trump's State Union Tuesday reminded him the administration that women will not relinquish the rights of their citizens fought for. 24-year-old Texas man died of a massive stroke after an electric cigarette pen exploded his face, saving his conduit artery. And now the latest on the car crash. In Bridgewater, a man was killed in a rear end crash on Route 24 early Wednesday morning, officials said. Bridgewater Fire Chief Thomas Levy told Enterprise that a man driving a sedan died as a result of a collision. The box truck that crashed was initially reported in West Bridgewater Fire Department about 2:28 a.m. The compact Chevy sedan City F ran into the truck and the car became wedged underneath the truck to back to the box where went by the grass and windshield. The victim was put out dead in the scene. It took an hour to get this using a multiple extension tool. The male driving the box was taken out. Evans to Good Spirit Hospital, walked in with minor injuries. Levy said West Bridgewater firefighters arrived at the scene department and citizens were released when the Crash with the trip takes place in Bridgewater. Closed with up of 16 for 106. Mass State Police are investigating the question to confirm the finality Wednesday morning. The State Police collision to endless and reconstruction section is supplies the scene overnight. The investigation including the cause is ongoing. With the Lunar New Year's Festival returns Sunday. Town of Massachusetts, still on fire at 48 Fitchburg Road. Company back to the scene. After previous fire, it crews out for the fires in the walls of the large multi-unit apartment buildings transferred to the second alarm fire. All hands are going to work. Peter Joe News Time is 9:05. Time now for a sports report. The Boston Bruins beat the New York Islanders 103-1, while the Boston Celtics beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 103-96, while the Not Lakers girls basketball team fell to Holiday Hills net 54-11, while the boys basketball team fell to North 62-52-2. Holiday Hills on the road. Celtics 7-9 off. They have the Los Angeles Lakers down at the Garden on Thursday night at 8. And tonight, Boston Bruins be taking on the New York Rangers at the Madison Square Garden. Not Leinster's Ice Hockey to take on the East Boston Jets at 7:30 p.m. at Foxborough Sports Center. Clippers trade Tobias Harris to the 76ers blockbuster deal. It might be hard to figure out Heidswater was one of the series. Phoenix says trying to facilitate every day steal from Lonzo Ball and Zion Williams missed Brick Ray was first. Peter Joe News Time is 9:07 on this. What's the on? It's time now for Peter Joe Traffic and Transit Check. Baby! By the MBTA Kingston train 040-837 from Kingston to South of Kingston is currently 50-25 minutes beyond schedule. Updates to follow. And the Thursday out looking good. Looking at night was about Wizard of England. 95 southbound side so between Protector Providence. 95 northbound side so between Rich Taylor Crescent out of Route 95 and 195 in downtown Providence. 185 westbound side so right into Washington Street Bridge in Rhode Island. 146 in the southbound side so between 1595 downtown Providence. 146 southbound side so by the Sizzle of North Smith and Red Out. 99 northbound side so between 136 and 132 of the Lincolnwood second stretch. 95 northbound side from Route 1 in Randolph and Route 128 and Kansas. 21 northbound side so from 45 and Bridgewater Oriented Route 106. Following the car crash earlier this morning, which resulted in fatality. Route 3 at the northbound side so the Marshfield stretch and then Hibbert's game between 18 and Raven down the Bridge split. 45 on the northbound side so the Main Street and Hopkins. Mass Pike eastbound side 7 go between Route 9 and Fairmount all the way 9 and 7 expressway downtown Boston. Mass Pike both is by the south west side of Logan Airport. 120 at the northbound side, so between Route 135 and Eden and Route 20 in Waltham. 7 expressway at the northbound side, so between 120 and Breakthrough Line and the Mass Pike in downtown Boston. 93 both ends in downtown Boston and back up. 93 southbound side, so between End of 9 and St. Bridge in downtown Boston. 120 and southbound side, so between Linfield and down to Route 93 and Redden. Route 3 and southbound side, so it's 495. Low down to Bill Wickup. 299 eastbound side, so between 146 at Route 9 in Worcester. 146 at the northbound side, so at 290 in Worcester. 91 northbound side so before Route 2 in Greenfield. 91 southbound side between 291 and 84 in Harvard, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side so between West Harvard and Harvard, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound side so between Fairfield and North Connecticut. 95 and southbound side so Bridgeport and Greenwich, Connecticut. And 91 and southbound side so New Haven, Connecticut. And 91 southbound side Louisville around U.S. Canadian border in Vermont. Okay, look at the weather at 9:09. Rain showers down around southwest New York State, down to western PA, down to eastern Howard, down to western Virginia. And some sleet down around the Buffalo area, and down around Southern Ontario, and some snow from Toronto down to Kingston, Ontario. Right now, temperatures in the upper 20s to 30s and some of the Wiggins walls in the teens to 20s to nominal with 32 degrees within the Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We are in the one where was we not effect from 9 p.m. this evening to 5 a.m. Thursday, and freezing rain expected. Total excavations about the trace of less than 1 temperature possible. Portion of eastern, northeastern, and southeastern Massachusetts and over and over. Now, there's also includes the cities and towns of Gloucester, Cambridge, Boston, Quincy, Taunton, Brockton, Plymouth, East Providence, East Greenwich, Warwick, and Westmore from 9 p.m. this evening to 5 a.m. on Thursday. Fair pockets of freezing rain was sun and has travel conditions tonight. Forecast goes like this. Today, sun's about 400 degrees, northeast about 6 miles an hour, light variable. But tonight, freeze rain before 3 and then rain low at 300 degrees, eastern about 5 miles coming common, anticipation 1%. New about 3.25 minutes possible Thursday. Rain likely before 9 a.m. Then chest rain between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Then a slight chest rain after 3 p.m. Fresh weather classical at 400 degrees, northeast about 6 miles an hour. Chest rain is 6%, new about less than 10 minutes possible for Thursday night. 8 chest rain may after 9 p.m. Classical about 32 degrees and lighter wind becomes south and 5 December midnight. Anticipation 40% news about less than 7 minutes possible for Friday. Chest rain may before 4 p.m. Mostly gusts about 54 degrees and southwest about 6 to 8 miles on gust side 22 miles an hour. Anticipation 40%. Friday night mostly gusts about 22 degrees. West about 8 to 11 miles gust side 31 miles for Saturday. South gusts about 33 about 15 degrees and west about 13 to 6 miles gust side 32 miles an hour for Sunday. Most south about 35 degrees. West about 6 miles an hour for Saturday night. Chance of snow between 9 a.m. 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. Mostly gusts about 22 degrees. Left southwest wind chance of 40% for Monday. Most of the parts gusts about 37 about 19 degrees. Common Kevin. Northwest about 6 miles in the morning for Tuesday. Chance of snow. Parts about 35 degrees. Lighter wind becoming northeast about 5 miles an that morning. Chance of 40%. And right now, not minutes. First guys at 34 degrees. That's good for the Peter Chill Morning News on this. We're the morning, February 6th, 2019. Viewers will be having a good morning. Goodbye, to don't be have a wonderful day.